Even as the protest by the ad hoc teachers in the state continues indefinitely, the government has now offered to hold another round of talks with the ANATG core committee. While speaking exclusively to Northeast Live, the Principal Director, School Education, Tavasilan K, said that the state government is open for dialogue again on a condition that the agitating teachers allow the government to look into their grievances and try and address them within the ambit of the court order and other legal and financial implications. Thavasilan also added that the government is seeking the advice of the Advocate General on the issue. He said that the high-powered committee will look into their demands and see how best they can be addressed. Well, it is pertinent to mention here that the government and the ad hoc teachers already had 2 rounds of comprehensive discussions. The last round of talks was held on October the 4th, which had ended again in a deadlock.
The 11th day and the agitating teachers are on an indefinite hunger strike. We do understand that the government have made their position clear, and there were 2 rounds of sitting between the ad hoc teachers and the government, the recent one being headed by the School Education Department. So is the government trying to find out any other possible means to resolve this issue apart from setting up the high-powered committee?
Sure. So with regards to the case of the agitating teachers, we've had 2 rounds of comprehensive discussions with them. One on the 30th September, when it was headed by the Commissioner and Secretary, Department of School Education and SCRT. And we've also had another meeting on the 4th of October where the Honorable Advisor of School Education and SCRT, Shri K.T. Sukalu, was presiding over the meeting. So we've made our stand very clear. There is a standing High Court order which was passed in July 2017, which is preventing us from taking up their case of regularization. While the agitating teachers are talking about certain orders passed in different departments where people have been regularized in spite of the standing High Court order. Now, the PNAR has examined the matter and has clearly indicated that they are different cases. They are not to be equated with the demand that the current agitating teachers are sharing, because in those cases they are posts which have been created to specific to the incumbent personnel. So this issue has been shared with them. The matter has been clarified multiple times. So the government per se is not against the regularization, but then the problem that we have at this point in time is the standing High Court order. And unless and until that is vacated, we are no position to regularize them, which is why the offer of the high-powered committee was given to the agitating teachers, where all their demands could be taken up as terms of reference, and we could figure out a way to this impasse. But so the offer was that the high-powered committee would be set up within a matter of 1 month, and they would be given a time of 1 year to submit their report, their recommendations to the state government. So this offer was made twice. First on the 30th of September when we had the call. So the leaders had signed the agreement, but then when they'd gone back and the members had rejected the offer of setting up of a high-powered committee. Now again, when the Honorable Advisor met them on the 4th of September, this idea was put forth again, saying that the government will need time to figure out a solution to this impasse, because it's a standing court order, and regularizing someone in the face of a standing court order would be tantamount to contempt of court, and that's something that is not something that the government would consciously do. So it has again been rejected by the agitating teachers on the 4th of October. So now we'll have to we are open to dialogue again, but then the agitating teachers, they will have to take a stance and allow the government to look into their grievances and try and address them within the ambit of the court order and other legal and financial implications. Thank you.
So last question to you. They have already rejected both the proposals. The government has also rejected the proposal put forward by the ANATG teachers on the 4th of meeting.
Sure.
So now they're going ahead with the indefinite agitation, and they are looking forward to intensify the stir. So looking at humanitarian ground as well, they are on an indefinite hunger strike. So how early will the government try to impress upon them to come on board with the proposal that was put forward by the government?
Like I said, we've already had 2 rounds of meetings. We're again open to a meeting with them. We are also seeking the advice of the Advocate General and see if there is a solution to this impasse at this point in time. We're still trying to talk to them and make them understand that this high-powered committee will look into all their demands and see how best they can be addressed.